Hi friends, it's Nancy, and I'm back with another 3 in 30 minutes. Um, I already did this project, and then when I went to upload it, realized I'd only taken a photo and not actually a video. So what I do know is that now that I have practice, I can totally beat 30 minutes. Okay, so the first thing I want to do, oh, I should say, this video is part of the 3 in 30 minute alphabet challenge from Shappy Dabby Doodah, and Tina chose N is for nature for the theme of this one, which is cool because I got lots of naturey kind of stuff here. So the first thing I want is to set my timer. As soon as I find, oh, my mouse. Okay, ready, set. Oh, I gotta reset. Okay, ready, set, go. Okay, so the first thing I want to make is a book page pocket. So I'm going to take a couple of pages from my Jane Austen novel that have been coffee dyed, and I'm just going to get out my purple glue. And put a couple of pages together for a little added strength. Good enough. And then I'm going to decoupage on top of it using a napkin. So this napkin came from my crafty crush, Catherine, who we were just chatting on online. God, we have a lot of fun. So last night I was so exhausted. I was in bed at 7:30, trying desperately to keep my eyeballs open because I knew if I went to bed at 7:30 I'd be up at midnight and that'd be it. I just it's been a week. Lots and lots of vicarious trauma from my clients, I think. And then I'm going to use my glue to decoupage. Anyway, so I was playing on my phone in bed, trying to stay awake. Probably should have got up and scrubbed a toilet or something. That would have kept me awake. But I saw she had posted a photo on Instagram, so I messaged her. I said, "Is there a video going up? Tell me there's going to go a video going up. If there's a video going up, I'll stay awake. I promise. I will put. I'll put toothpicks in my eyelids." So I managed to stay up until her video was uploaded, and I'm not sure if I watched the whole thing, to be fair, because I woke up a little while later and I looked at became aware. I don't know. I became aware a little while later and I thought, Catherine, what are you doing? And why are you using an Australian accent? So clearly I had just continued in my feed, and it was Rachel from Roxy Creations I was watching and not Catherine. Okay. So there's that. I'm just going to put that to the side to dry while we work on the next thing. So the next thing I want to do is, if you saw my, sorry, I'm just grabbing something and it's going to make my camera jump a little bit. I showed you in my video earlier today the 1928 photo album that I got at the thrift. So I'm just going to use that in a project. So I'm going to make a journaling tag out of this, or a journaling card. So I'm just going to cut off this bit. And I want to make sure this is the same size frame. Okay. I should also mention that I've already filmed this once. Yeah, I did tell you that, didn't I? Anyway, I did film this once, messed it up. Now I'm doing it again, so gosh, I can't even remember what I said. It was fun listening to, or sorry, reading some of the comments to my complaint about January birthdays. And a lot of people identified with my woes of being a January birthday girl. Anyway, if you remember the story about how my family showed up at my workplace with an impromptu birthday party for me, that was a little odd, to say the least. I'm just going to cut this because I'm afraid it's so fragile that it may just shatter. Okay, that's good. So the story actually continued because my brother Dan, who's a year, well, we're 13 months apart, his birthday is in February, and when his birthday came around that same year, my family made a birthday cake, probably my sisters because they're crazy. His birthday cake said, "Happy birthday, Irving's brother," because on mine it said, "Happy bar mitzvah, Irving." Okay, I'm just inking this cut edge so that it matches the natural aged piece. I'm wondering if I can erase this. Oh, it won't show. So, yeah, it will show. What am I saying? It will show. Okay. So what I want to do now is I'm going to fussy cut a couple of little pictures to put inside these frames. So I've got these butterflies, and it's just a matter of choosing which one I'm going to do, because any of them are going to fit inside, I think. So I'll just kind of choose the ones I like. These are all moths, I think. There's butterflies. Anyway. Catherine and I, we have a good laugh all the time. If you haven't seen Catherine's channel, it's Sunnyside Journals. So last night she posted a flip through of her most recent completed journal, and she calls it her Catholic All Sorts because it was using a ginormous Catholic encyclopedia vintage from a boys' school, St. Mike's in Toronto. Anyway, so I texted her and I said, you know what, every time you say all sorts, all I can think about is licorice all sorts. And she said, ugh, I hate all sorts. I said, me too. And we just keep finding these uncanny similarities. We hate all the same stuff, we like all the same stuff. And this morning I said to her, what's your blood type? And she says, oh, I just have a boring old common blood type. I said, Catherine, I can give you a kidney. I'm O positive too. uh, so I told her what I did, that I took a picture instead of taking the whole video, and I said, oh, Catherine, and it's terrible because I went on and on and on about how, for full 30 minutes, about how deep my devotion and love and admiration is for you, and now you'll never know. And she texts back one word: rats. Oh my heck. Too funny. Too funny. We have a riot. I should stop talking and cut Nancy. So they call them for a big snowstorm today. I don't think it's snowing yet. At least it wasn't last time I looked out the window. So, just in case, I might run out and, get some bread and milk and chocolate. After I finish this video, if indeed it is actually taping. I should look. Oh yeah, we're good. We're good. Yeah, lots of January is always bad at the clinic. I don't know why. It just seems there's a lot of crisis in January. So I've been haunted by some client stories this week. Then was doing some supervision with my student, and she says, remember when the guy we saw yesterday said blah blah blah? And I said, why are you traumatizing me? I had put that out of my mind. It was a really sad story. Some days, I'm telling you, I must confess, I love my job. But some days I look at the WAN ads and I think, oh, I could be an attendant at a spa. Oh yeah, I could totally work at a doggy daycare. Yeah. Oh well. So if we're having bad weather again this weekend, which is what they're promising us, it could be a crafty weekend again. Just sitting around, playing cut and paste, watching videos. I'm just trying to look out the window. Yeah, there's a few flakes falling. Tina posted her final video in this series, 3 and 30-minute alphabet challenge. So she did Z this morning. And for Z, she went with Zazzy. So everything was kind of blingy and shiny and gold, and so I watched that this morning. But I got a ways to go yet. I'm only at N. Oh, I can't remember what she did for O. Old supplies. That's what she did, old supplies. So I might do something slightly different. I'm thinking office supplies. I am a stationery nerd. I've probably mentioned that before. Okay, so I'm going to glue these little butterflies into their little holes. You can see I'm not getting too excited about how much glue is on there because it's going to be covered. So somewhere here I have a piece of acetate. There it is. Trying to do this too far away from my face and with my left hand. Come on, girl. All right. So I'm going to cut a piece of acetate slightly smaller than this, and the reason I'm using this to sort of figure out where I'm cutting is because it's hard to see. So I know it's risky, but I'm feeling dangerous today. What happened? Is this gonna work? Yeah, it's gonna work. Okay. Put you over there. So let's just add a little glue. Okay. Again, I'm just going to put this aside to let the glue dry for a minute. The next thing I want to do is we can go back to the book page, and I'm going to cut here. There. And I'm gonna I want a 45-degree angle. Like I said, I can't figure out how to put my ruler on here. I think I want it a little shorter so that it'll fit into my Jane Austen book perfectly. All right. I got this green lace yesterday in my thrift haul. You probably saw it, so I'm just going to run a little bead of glue. Hopefully that'll work. trim it off while the glue sets up. Okay, next I'm going to make a little foldy envelope thing. So I've got a strip of this parchment paper, and it's pre-cut because I've already done this twice. So, might be cheating. So this is 3 inches wide. I'm not sure how long it is because it was a big sheet of paper. It wasn't a standard. I'm just folding it 2 inches. Little smidge bigger than 2 inches. About 2 1/8 inch now. And I know most people would do this without measuring, but I don't know what's wrong with me. Okay. So this is where I would fold that way and open it up. My fingernails are filthy. I think it's from handling that old book. Okay, so now I know where to trim it. Okay, now I want to make a little thing to hold that closed. So using the leftover book page, and here's my 1-inch punch. I'm going to just choose a flower. I kind of like the forget-me-nots, but I also like the pansy. We can try both. See which one we like better. We like pansy. A little bit of ink. Too much ink. I don't like things super dark. That's why I don't use the antique photo. I use gathered twigs. And it doesn't show up a lot on the parchment paper, but it kind of gives a hint. An untrained eye would never notice. Okay, and okay. Flop, flip, flop. I was wondering, should I put it the way the words are going or the way the flowers going, and I'm going with the way the flowers are going. Okay, put a little clippy on that. Go back to our other project. Oh, we still got 5 minutes. So let's add some stitches then. Pardon me while I just go off camera briefly to stitch. Sorry, it's taking a little longer because the glue did not stick at all. Okay. So I'm just going to trim off the extra lace and stab myself in the arm with my scissors. It's all good. I have 2 minutes and 43 seconds left. I'm going to stitch around these windows. Oops. I am really messing around with time. Let's see if we can do this or not. Wouldn't that be crazy if I actually accomplished this? Okay, it's a-coming. I have 1 minute and 37 seconds left. Can I do it? Can I do it? Sure, I can do it. This has got to be kind of boring to watch, my elbow. In the first video, I sewed nothing. So now that I have practice making these items, I think I got a little cocky. All right. Tarnish 7 seconds. Oh no. Five, four, three, two, one. There it is. I'm filming, honey. I said I'm filming. He's gonna come down here and say something really dumb and embarrassing, because that's what he does. Then I'll have to weed it out. Oh, I love him so. Anyway, you get the idea. So I'm slightly over, but then I did get cocky with the 30 minutes by doing some stitching, thinking, oh, this is nothing. I can do this. But I gotta say, I like every single one of these projects. And I can probably use all of them in my next journal. Well, definitely the letter and the corner pocket. Maybe not this butterfly one, but I can use it anywhere really, because it's, you know, it's neutral. It's butterflies. Come on, glue. What's up with you? Oh, shoot. It's gonna be fine, fine, fine. Taking it off because I should have inked around those butterflies. Just a little too bright and shiny. Okay, so I won't bore you any longer with any more stitching. So what we've made is this corner pocket tuck spot. We made this little flippy outy envelope journaling spot. And we've made this like a specimen card I'm gonna have to stick it again. Ugh. Maddening. The specimen card, journaling card from the pages of that vintage 1928 photo album that I bought yesterday at the thrift store. Come on, boys. Get it together. My cutting can't be that far off, is it? I gotta work on this a bit longer. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. We'll talk to you again soon.